America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
Welcome to the program. I'm Joe Parisi, and this is America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. It's our 165th episode. Thank you to all of you listening right now who have already listened to 165 of these. I appreciate it. If you're brand new, welcome aboard. I'm glad you're here as well. The way we play, very simple. It's 3 fast-paced rounds of pop culture trivia, 7 questions in each round, with just 5 seconds between questions for you to think of the answer. Your first round on today's show will be a music round. Then we'll do a mixed round for round 2. Finish up today with television for round number 3. Good luck. Thank you for listening. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1, music. Question number 1. We've come a long, long way together. Through the hard times and the good. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should. What artist gave us the sample-packed 1999 hit, Praise You? Question 2. In 1994, this trio released an album called Ill Communication. Name the group. Question 3. What band scored a big hit in 1998 called Meet Virginia? Question 4. I'm gonna move to Southern California. Got me a ride and a reason to ignore you. What punk rock band had a modest hit in the mid-90s with a song called California? Question 5. In 1999, rapper Old Dirty Bastard had a hit with a song called Got Your Money. The chorus of this song is sung by a female vocalist who's had hit songs in her own right. In this song, she sings the lyrics, "Hey, Dirty, baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey, baby, I got your money." What female vocalist sings that chorus? Question 6. Hot summer streets and the pavements are burning. I sit around. From 1984 and the Karate Kid movie. What group gave us the song Cruel Summer? And question 7. On September 17th, 1991, Guns N' Roses released 2 albums. The albums had the same name, except one was part 1, the other part 2. What were these albums called? And that's going to do it for round number 1. Time to check your answers. Here we go, question 1. We've come a long, long way together through the hard times and the good. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should. What artist gave us the sample-packed 1999 hit, Praise You? That is Fatboy Slim. So all of the female vocals you hear on that song are a sample from a 1975 song called Take Yo Praise by Camille Yarbrough. Camille Yarbrough has done a million things. Activist, I think author, actress. She appeared in the movie Shaft back in 1971. So how about that? Question 2. In 1994, this trio released an album called Ill Communication. Name that group. That is Beastie Boys. Question 3. What band scored a big hit in 1998 called Meet Virginia? That is Train. Question 4. I'm going to move to Southern California. Got me a ride and a reason to ignore you. What punk rock band had a modest hit with a song called California back in the mid-90s? That was Wax. W-A-X. Wax. Great little song. Question 5. In 1999, rapper Old Dirty Bastard had a hit with a song called Got Your Money. The chorus of the song is sung by a female vocalist who's had hit songs in her own right. She sings those lyrics, "Hey, dirty, baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey, baby, I got your money." Who's the female vocalist that sings that chorus? That is Khalees. Khalees is who sings, "My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard." That's Khalees on that song. Question 6. Hot summer streets and the pavements are burning. I sit around. From 1984 and the Karate Kid movie, what group gave us the song Cruel Summer? That is Bananarama. And I gotta tell you a little Karate Kid thing. My family and I were on a trip to Los Angeles here in March of 2024, and we had like a couple hours between some things planned, and I was like, hey, what do you say we go to the Karate Kid apartment? We find it. You find the address on Google. It's the South Seas Apartments, and sure enough, we went over there. And these are the things that I make my family do when we're on vacations, is track down filming locations from the 80s. Question number 7. On September 17th, 1991, Guns N' Roses released 2 albums. The albums had the same name, except one was Part 1, one was Part 2. What were these albums called? The answer is Use Your Illusion. So both of these albums, iconic. They each sold roughly 5.5 million copies over time. The Part 2 was slightly more popular thanks to the single You Could Be Mine, which isn't, one of the top Guns N' Roses songs of all time. But at that time, it was on the Terminator 2 Judgment Day soundtrack, and there was a video for it, so it was getting a ton of push on MTV because it had all the Terminator 2 stuff in. And as you probably remember, back in 91, 92, Terminator 2 was just the biggest thing in the world. So Use Your Illusion is the answer.
Round 2.
So round number 2 is a mixed round. Question number 1. There was a vampire movie in 1992 that starred Gary Oldman as Count Dracula / Vlad the Impaler, Winona Ryder as Mina Harker, Anthony Hopkins as Abraham Van Helsing, and Keanu Reeves as Jonathan Harker. What was the name of this film? Question 2. What is the name of the perfume that was created by actress Elizabeth Taylor that launched in 1991? Question 3. The quote, "Wolfman's got nards," comes from what 1987 film? Question 4. A line of toys that debuted in the mid-'80s. Early commercials for this product featured actor John Moshida Jr., who was, at the time, listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's fastest talker. Fastest talker. The toys were used by Kevin McAllister in the movie Home Alone as part of a trap that he sets at the bottom of a flight of stairs. Name this toy. Question 5. What television show featured a recurring character called King of Cartoons? An actor named Gilbert Lewis played the character in the show's first season And William Marshall played it for seasons 2 and beyond. Name the show that had King of Cartoons. Question 6. A toy first designed in 1983 using a makeup powder compact. The original toys were plastic cases that opened to form a dollhouse or other playset with figurines less than an inch tall. The dolls folded in the middle like the case. Name this toy. And question number 7. What comedy from 1992 features a scene where a music store employee points to a sign on the wall that says "No Stairway to Heaven"? What movie is that? And that'll do it for round number 2. Here come your answers. Question 1. There was a vampire movie in 1992 starring Gary Oldman as Count Dracula / Vlad the Impaler, Winona Ryder as Mina Harker, Anthony Hopkins as Abraham Van Helsing, and Keanu Reeves as Jonathan Harker. What is the name of this film? Bram Stoker's Dracula. Question 2. What is the name of the perfume that was created by actress Elizabeth Taylor that launched in 1991? White Diamonds. As of 2018, $1.5 billion worth of White Diamonds perfume has been sold. Is that not crazy? That was actually the second fragrance Elizabeth Taylor launched. Her first, which came out in 1987, was called Passion. But White Diamonds, that's the big one. Question 3. The quote, "Wolfman's got nards," comes from what 1987 film? The Monster Squad. Question 4. A line of toys that debuted in the mid-'80s. Early commercials for this product featured actor John Machida Jr., who was at the time listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's fastest talker. The toys were used by Kevin McAllister in the movie Home Alone as part of a trap he sets at the bottom of a flight of stairs. Name this toy. Micro Machines. If it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing. Remember that? He would always close out the commercials with that. If it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing. What a funny tagline for a kid's toy commercial, teaching the kids not to accept the generic. Just flat out, if your parents bring home the knockoff version of this from the toy aisle in the grocery store, tell them to take it back because it's not the real thing. It's so funny. Question 5. What television show featured a recurring character called King of Cartoons? Actor Gilbert Lewis played the character in the show's first season. William Marshall played it from seasons 2 on. Name that show. That is Pee-wee's Playhouse. So the second King of Cartoons, the guy that was played it longer, William Marshall, that's the guy that played Blackula. Question 6. A toy first designed in 1983 using a makeup powder compact. The original toys were plastic cases that opened to form a dollhouse or some other playset with figurines less than an inch tall. Those little dolls folded in the middle just like the case. Name this toy. Polly Pocket. Did you have a Polly Pocket? Question 7. What comedy from 1992 features a scene where a music store employee points to a sign on the wall that says "No Stairway to Heaven"? That is Wayne's World. Another quick story about that LA trip that we were on. We did a VIP tour of Paramount Studios, which was fantastic. highly recommend the Paramount Studios VIP tour experience. We had an amazing tour guide, and they took us into one of the sound stages and shut the doors so you could truly hear how silent it is in there once they seal those doors up. It was really awesome. And it happened to be one of, I think, two of their sound stages where, among other things, Wayne's World was shot on. So they had built sets for Wayne's World on there. And as it turns out, our fantastic young tour guide, this young lady, her dad, I think now retired, but worked his entire career as a prop guy. He worked in props departments on films and TV shows for his entire career. And he had actually worked on the movie Wayne's World. So that was cool. Well, then the tour takes us to the Paramount Studios sign shop, which is basically, it's a print shop where they would make anything from, if a character needs a driver's license or a work ID badge, to things like, signs on walls, signs outside businesses. They paint or print and do all this stuff in this shop. And it's this family that kind of has been running that shop for decades. It was really cool to hear all about them. And there's memorabilia, all over, stuff that they've created for films and shows that's on display there now. And the girl, knowing that I was into Wayne's World because we had talked, she points over to this sign on the wall, and it happens to be the No Stairway to Heaven sign from Wayne's World. They've got it, and it was on the wall. It was really fun to see that.
Round 3.
Your third and final round today is a television round. Let's get into it. Question 1. This sitcom that ran on the WB from September 2002 to March 2006 was about the lives of two sisters. Amanda Bynes starred as Holly Tyler, and Jenny Garth starred as Val Tyler. Name this show. Question 2. This actor's big break was his job as host of MTV Sports from 1992 to 1997. He was also the player coach of the Bricklayers and the Homeboys for MTV's Rock and Jock games. He appeared in over 90 Burger King commercials as the company's spokesperson in the 90s. From 1997 to 2000, he starred with Kirstie Alley in Veronica's Closet. Name this actor. Question 3. This tabloid talk show ran from 1991 to 2008. Most Wednesdays and some Fridays, self-proclaimed psychic Sylvia Brown was a guest on the show, where she'd perform psychic readings of guests and discuss her ideas about spirituality and the afterlife. Name this talk show. Question 4. The Daily Show debuted in 1996. Prior to the long-time hosting stretches of Trevor Noah and Jon Stewart, there was another host. He was the original host of The Daily Show from July 1996 to December 1998. Who was the original host? Question 5. This sitcom ran from 1996 to 2002. It originally starred Michael J. Fox as Mike Flaherty, deputy mayor of New York. After season 4, Fox would depart, and Charlie Sheen would become the show's lead for the final 2 seasons. Name the show. Question 6. A sitcom called Jessie ran from September 98 to May 2000. Jessie Warner is a single mother raising her 9-year-old son, Little John, in Buffalo, New York. She works for her overbearing father in a German-themed bar, and her love interest is a Chilean man named Diego. In season 2, Jessie became a nurse, and the stories begin to revolve around her friends. Who starred as Jessie in this sitcom? And question 7. Name the sitcom that featured actress Joanna Kearns as a character named Maggie. And that's going to do it for round number 3. Here come your final 7 answers. Question 1. This sitcom ran on the WB from September 2002 to March 2006. It was about the lives of 2 sisters. Amanda Bynes starred as Holly Tyler. Jenny Garth starred as Val Tyler. Name the show. What I Like About You. Question 2. This actor's big break was his job as host of MTV Sports from 1992 to 1997. He was also the player coach of the Bricklayers and the Homeboys for MTV's Rock and Jock games. He appeared in over 90 Burger King commercials as the company's spokesperson in the 90s, and from 1997 to 2000, he starred alongside Kirstie Alley in Veronica's Closet. Name this actor. Dan Cortese. You remember Dan Cortese? Question 3. This tabloid talk show ran from 1991 to 2008. Most Wednesdays, and some Fridays, self-proclaimed psychic Sylvia Brown was a guest on the show, where she'd perform psychic readings of the guests and discuss her ideas about spirituality and the afterlife. What was the name of this talk show? The Montel Williams Show. Question 4. The Daily Show debuted in 1996. Prior to the longtime hosting stretches of Trevor Noah and Jon Stewart, there was another host, the original host. He'd hosted the show from July 96 to December 98. Who was the original host of The Daily Show? Craig Kilborn. So when Craig hosted the show, it was more of a pop culture-focused show. Well, then Jon Stewart took over, and it became more of the political satire, news satire show that we know it to be today. Question 5. This sitcom ran from 1996 to 2002. Originally, it starred Michael J. Fox as Mike Flaherty, Deputy Mayor of New York. After season 4, Fox would depart, and Charlie Sheen would become the show's lead for those final 2 seasons. Name the show? Spin City. Question 6. A sitcom called Jessie ran from September 1998 to May 2000. Jessie Warner is a single mother raising her 9-year-old son, Little John, in Buffalo, New York, where she works for her overbearing father in a German-themed bar. And her love interest is a Chilean man named Diego. In season 2, Jessie became a nurse, and the stories began to revolve around her friends. Who starred in this sitcom as Jessie? Christina Applegate. And question 7. Name the sitcom that featured actress Joanna Kearns as a character named Maggie. We're talking about the mom from Growing Pains. Joanna Kearns was Maggie Seaver. This has been episode 165 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. I'm Joe Parisi. I do host another pop culture-focused podcast. It's called The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. Every episode is a deep dive on one particular pop culture topic, whether it's a 80s or 90s movie, a song. Sometimes we just track down character actors that you've seen a million times and kind of get their stories. I just put an episode out, depending on when you're hearing this, I put an episode out about The Amazing Criswell, who, if you're familiar with Ed Wood and Plan 9 from Outer Space, The Amazing Criswell was he was one of the first television psychics going back to the 50s. And he wrote a syndicated news column where he would make these wild predictions. It was all over the country in newspapers and magazines. This guy would host seances at the YMCA in Hollywood. A real character. And he's most known for his association with Ed Wood and for appearing in some very bizarre, D-level Ed Wood films, including Plan 9 from Outer Space. So if you want to hear and learn all about this gentleman, the amazing Criswell, check out the most recent episode of The Odd Podcast. My website is joeparisivoiceover.com. You can email me through that site if you ever would like to. And I'm on Instagram at joeparisivo. Thank you for listening. I'll go make up some more questions, and we'll get together in 2 weeks. Do it all again. See you guys.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show with Joe Parisi.